had an incident last night that we really don't want to go unsaid.
Exactly.
So we thought we'd tell you guys about it because it just can't go unsaid. And
It needs to be addressed.
Needs to be addressed. Alex is gonna go first. We'll switch off, and it's all one big story. Okay, so
The story.
yeah, story time.
So last night we were, doing our thing. We were hanging out, playing video games, having a glory old time. We naturally got very tired around 3 o'clock in the morning because our sleep schedules are trash. So we went to bed about 3:30. Around like 5:45 or 6, I wake up to this noise. Like scratching kind of is what you, like scratching on metal, or I don't know exactly how to describe it, but I woke up to it and I rolled over in my bed and I saw that our dorm room door was open. I was saying to myself, I could have sworn that was locked when I went to bed, but I looked over and besides the door being open, underneath Dom, who's my roommate, underneath Dom's bed, we have our beds lofted, there was a guy standing there. He was just leaning over, like, just underneath Dom's bed.
So I'm there, I'm seeing the exact same thing Alex is seeing. This guy standing under Dom's bed, doing something, just hunched over under the bunk bed. So at this point, Dom doesn't see anything, he doesn't know what's going on either, he just thinks the door's open. And he's like, did you guys open the door? We're like, no. And then Alex goes, Dom, there's someone under your bed. And he's like, no, there's someone under your bed, meaning me, because I'm sleeping under Alex's bed. And then Alex is like, no, there's someone under your bed. And then he looks over and then he sees this guy just standing there doing things that we don't know what he's doing. So at this point we're like, what are you doing in our room, man? And then he's just like, I gotta find this guy that we're keeping anonymous.
So Dom leans over the bed and he's looking at this guy and he's like, dude, what are you doing in our room? Dom like leans over and flips on the light and the guy's looking around like, I was just sleeping on this futon. And we're like, dude, there's no futon underneath the bed. Like, it's literally, there's like a clothes hamper and like a recycling bin, a guitar, and an amp. And he's like, I was sleeping on this futon and like, there's no futon there at all. So Dom's like, dude, what are you like lost? Do I need to call somebody? Where's your mom? Where's your dad? He's looking around. He's like, I need to find like this guy he was staying with. Where is he? And I'm like, he's down the hall. Like, I don't understand why you're here. He was solely convinced that there was a futon underneath Dom's bed and that he was staying on said futon, even though there was nothing there.
So we tell him where this guy's room is, which is down the hall, and he's like, oh, okay. And then he proceeds to walk to the door, open it, and close it again, and then go back over to his futon and just sits there. Once again, we're like, his room's down the hall, and he's like, oh. As he's going to leave again, he grabs Dom's blanket off of his bed and takes it. He's like, oh, thanks, guys. Dom's like, that's my blanket, man. Grabs it, he's like, oh. Literally, the only things he said was like, oh, and futon.
I like jump down, and I'm walking over the door to close it, and like, the way the light from the door and the light from like the ceiling lights reflected, there was like glistening over everything that's underneath Dom's bed. And I look over and I'm like, I think he peed all over the stuff under, yeah. So that's when it hit me that sound of like scratching metal was actually like him peeing on an empty Arizona can in the recycling bin. And so his amplifier was soaked in pee, the floor was soaked in pee. So I don't know what was exactly going through his mind, thinking that either A, he was trying to pee on a futon, B, he thought that specific recycle bin was the trash can, was the toilet, or C, he really just had beef with us and we didn't know who he was. But I'm pretty sure it was the B option.
So that's basically it. That's just our unfortunate event of the night.
Yeah.
This is just why you don't drink.
Don't stay in school, kids.
Stay in school. So, on that note,
stay in school, don't drink, stay classy, and catch on the flip side.
Stay classy, Santiago, and touch.